It's good to see everyone here at City Hall, and thank you for coming. Proud to be standing here with the American Heart Association, Jennifer Miller, Dr. Nicky, who's with us here today. We have representatives from Southern Sage, David Sage's office, I thought, before. We also have the majority of the Yonkers City Council is with me today, and many of our friends and associates who are with us in this very important day. You know, today, Yonkers is proudly participating in the Wear Red Day. Today's day is designed to raise awareness about women's unique risk to heart disease, which is the #1 health threat. And however, a lot of participating organizations use this day as an awareness for both men and women, and quite simply because the #1 killer of both men and women is heart disease. And that's why this awareness is so important for us to be doing this here at City Hall and of course all across America. I think we all can say that each and every one of us has known someone who has suffered from a heart attack, stroke, high blood pressure. Each and every one of us knows somebody who's been through that experience. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in the nation and the most expensive, costing our country $207 billion, that would be $207 billion each year in medical expenditures and lost productivity. So it only makes sense then that we all join forces with the American Heart Association to raise awareness. There's a lot we can do to prevent heart disease. We can eat right, we can exercise regularly. We don't have to smoke. There are simple things we can do. I'm also proud to say that we will light our clock tower in red, and it will stay red for the weekend. Yonkers City Hall is the first municipality and landmark that will dedicate and support the American Heart Association, Westchester County, and the Hudson Valley Region. So it's time that we all go red to raise awareness in our communities against those who suffer from heart disease. This time I'd like to introduce Jennifer Miller from the American Heart Association, who would like to say a few words. Then I'm going to go to the majority of the City Council.
Thank you for having us here today. And I'd like to introduce Dr. Damara Gutnick, who is the Medical Director of the Montefiore Hudson Valley Collaborative and a board member for the Westchester Region of the American Heart Association. Okay.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. So, first of all, I want to thank the City of Yonkers and Mayor Mike Spano for the opportunity to share with you today, and for celebrating National Wear Red Day with us today. And also for making the clock tower red. That's really an amazing event. To bring awareness to the fact that heart disease is the #1 killer of women. Wow, you know, men and women, all right? So here's some important facts I'm going to share. One, as I mentioned, heart disease is the #1 killer of women, and that's above all cancers. Wow, right? Cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death. One out of 3 women will die of cardiovascular disease. That's 1/3 of our mothers, our sisters, and our friends that are female that will die of cardiovascular disease. The good news is that 80% of cardiac events can be prevented with simple lifestyle changes, such as eating healthy, moving more, exercising, quitting smoking, and managing stress. Your support for Go Red for Women, the mission in Westchester, and across the country will help save a tremendous number of lives. Just yesterday, the American Heart Association released the 2019 heart and stroke statistics, which state that almost half of all United States adults have cardiovascular disease, 48%. Why is that? Why is that number so high? Well, in 2017, new guidelines came out, and they reclassified what hypertension was, what high blood pressure was, as greater than or equal to a blood pressure of 130/80. And as a result, many people who weren't previously classified as having high blood pressure do. Remember that uncontrolled high blood pressure can cause heart disease and strokes and deaths. Cardiovascular disease remains the #1 killer of all Americans, claiming more than 840,000 lives in 2016. These stats are what drive our mission. That is why our Westchester Board of Directors at the AHA, the American Heart Association, are so proud to be working with the City of Yonkers to reach their employees with lifestyle health and wellness information through the AHA's Workplace Health Solutions Program. In order to reach the American Heart Association's 2020 goal of improving the health of Americans by 20%, we need the largest employers to make the heart disease prevention a priority for their employees by creating a culture of health at the workplace. Simple changes can go a very long way towards employee health. And the American Heart Association is so excited to be working with the City of Yonkers, the mayor, and including the Yonkers schools to improve the health of our communities. What can each of us do, starting today, to get healthier? Number 1, be aware and know your numbers, all right? Cholesterol, blood pressure, blood sugar, your body mass index. Tell your doctor about your family history if there's blood pressure or hypertension or cardiac disease in your family. Get ahead of it, know your numbers, and be proactive in your own treatment and care. Number 2, move more, exercise. Make physical activity a priority by joining the hashtag Go Red Get Fit campaign team on Facebook. Aim for 30 minutes of physical activity daily, and everything counts, from climbing the stairs rather than taking the elevator, walking at lunch, walking your dog, going dancing, all right, all of that counts. And number 3, eat smart. Enjoy more fruits and more vegetables, more whole grains, more lean meats. Stay away from those sugared beverages. You know, that Starbucks latte tastes yummy, but not so healthy for you, all right? Don't drink your calories away. Number 4, manage your blood pressure. If you don't know what it is, get it checked. If you have high blood pressure, commit to monitoring it regularly through our new local programs, which you'll hear more about in the future. And that's coming soon. And I just wanted to thank you all for joining the campaign, being here today, and helping us celebrate National Wear Red Day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Evans, for coming here and offering these very valuable words to us. And people need to hear these words over and over and over again. Before I close out, I'd like to ask Mike Spano, the Majority Leader of the City Council, to say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. What was just said is very important, and I am one that climbs the stairs. I don't take the elevator. Christmas Eve, I lost a friend from a heart attack, age 71, and Christmas Day, I lost a friend, 61, on Christmas Day. So this is really resonating with me in the last few weeks. And I think one of the things that we have to encourage people to do is to go and get your checkup. Too many people, and I know this is focused on women, but us men kind of neglect going to the doctor. And it's really important to get an annual checkup and to get your blood pressure checked, get your glucose checked, see what your cholesterol levels are. It's so important so that you know what your state of your body so that you can work on improving it. And it is possible to improve things. So I would encourage everybody, go get your annual physical, find out what all these levels are so that you can address your own situation and stay active and eat well. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Special thank you to the members of Team Yonkers that are here dressed up in red in recognition. Again, listen to what Dr. Gudnick has to say. It's important. The life you save may very well be your own, and that's an important message for us to get out there. So with that, are there any questions
on this topic?
All right, hearing none. Thank you.
So this is a great thing. But in Yonkers, we've seen breast awareness walks, we see ovarian walks, what about the men issues? What about the prostate walk, testicle walk, things that affect men? We need create awareness in Yonkers for diseases that affect men. And I don't see much of that, man.
There are a number, as you know, there are a number of different walks, and probably for just about every disease known to man in Westchester. So, many people, while you might not see it be a Yonkers specific event, it's certainly a Westchester event, and then people who choose to use those events as they see fit. So, love to do it. If somebody comes to us and they want to do something that's a little more personalized and more specific to Yonkers, we do it. But we do our cancer walk, which focuses very much on all cancers, especially cancers, especially prostate cancer. And so we do have many of these different things you're talking about. They're just different names, but they're being talked about and raising awareness all the time.
But I think that perhaps what I'm trying to say is, how do we get this communication out so for the people of Yonkers, men of Yonkers, to know where those centers are so they can, because diseases affect men as well, but we just don't pay much attention to it. Men are a little bit more relaxed than women. Women every year they're there, but men we're not, unless we get hit with something.
You know what? There's no doubt that we, as you know, men don't like to ask for directions either, right?
Right.
That seems to be our thing, and a lot of people don't realize that probably most every man, if he lives long enough, will suffer from prostate cancer. Every single man. If he lives long enough, will suffer from prostate cancer.
Exactly.
I mean, that's a pretty staggering, statistic. And yeah, but it's not as talked about as much. But it needs to be talked about. And but my opinion is that it's just talked about in different realms. So maybe we should do something separate for prostate, and certainly we'll talk to my office about that. But we do it in other forms.
Because it's very important to be proactive, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you.